Thank you for your decision to deploy Remote Desktop Canary to help monitor your end-user computing environment. Before you begin, let's review the operating systems supported by Remote Desktop Canary. You can install Canary on Server 2012 R2, Server 2016, Server 2019, the upcoming Server 2022, or Windows 10 Enterprise Multi-Session Edition if you are installing Remote Desktop Canary within a WVD environment. Other Windows Workstation operating systems are not supported because Remote Desktop Canary must always have a dedicated user session running on the operating system to perform its synthetic login tests, and Windows Workstation only allows one user session to stay logged in at a time. Now let's talk about system resource requirements for Remote Desktop Canary. If you plan on doing basic testing that does not rely on optical character recognition to test all the way through a desktop login sequence to verify that a user's desktop loads properly, a VM with 2 vCPUs and 1 GB of free RAM will suffice. If you want to do more advanced testing that uses OCR to do thorough testing all the way through a desktop login sequence, a VM with 4 vCPUs and 2 to 4 GB of free RAM is preferred. In OCR testing, the amount of CPU and memory consumed at the same time can be controlled by how frequently you test and how well you stagger different tests apart from one another. Let's now install Remote Desktop Canary. Launch the RD Canary setup file you've downloaded and step through the prompts. The entire setup should complete in less than a minute. Next, launch the Remote Desktop Canary configuration tool from the icon created on your desktop. Choose Create a new Remote Desktop Canary workflow, and then you will be prompted to select an account that the Remote Desktop Canary service will automatically build a user session for whenever it's conducting synthetic login tests. Think of this user session as a sandbox in which Remote Desktop Canary will run its tests on the system. If you are running in a Windows domain environment, simply create a new basic domain user account. Our software will automatically place this user account in the local Remote Desktop Users group so the Remote Desktop Canary service can launch it by creating a local RDP session. If you're running in a non-domain environment, such as a standalone virtual machine in Azure for instance, create a local user account on the server and supply its credentials in the form of server name /username. Finally, click the Test Local RDP Login Now button to verify that the user account you've specified can perform a local RDP login to the VM running Remote Desktop Canary. It may take 15 seconds or more for you to see the local RDP session window launch, so be patient. If the window does not launch, there's probably an issue with the user account name or password you've supplied, you're not logged in as an administrator when setting up Remote Desktop Canary, or the server you have installed Canary to may require the Canary testing account to be in additional local groups to log in properly via RDP, such as if you installed Remote Desktop Canary on a domain controller. Finally, before you can start building and testing Remote Desktop Canary workflows, you'll need to install your license. Please follow the instructions emailed to you from RDPSoft's customer service department after your purchase to do so.